Okay, this is the Wednesday View, and by goodness, what a week it's been for the Owls. 4 points from 6, playing the potential champions off the park. Windass
Exactly. It should have been six.
scoring.
Should have been 6 points. It should have been 6 points. I tell you
All
what,
right.
I told you, you have little faith. You have little faith. You wrote this up against Blackburn. No chance.
All right, we're going to chat all things Blackburn result. We're going to talk about Will Vokes as well, and we're going to talk about roll ball. Good evening, Andrew. How are you? You're quite happier anyway.
A bit bunged up, but I'm getting through it. I didn't go to teach at school today because a bit of a sort of bug that's going around, and I caught it sadly. But I was able to speak on Saturday night on BBC Radio 5 Live 606, and I put Chris Sutton and Robbie Savage to the sword, and I put them on the spot. And Robbie Savage wasn't certain that Wednesday would go down, but Chris Sutton was. He wrote us off, and I said, "You're in for a big surprise." So I hope you're back on there later on at the end of the season. Sort him out.
All right, let's go back and talk about the Leicester game first of all. Then, a very deserved point in the end.
Well, yeah, it was just frustrating that we had to do it the way we did it, because at the end of the day, the first half, we were absolutely all over them. And really, we could have been 3-0 up in the first 15 minutes. Barry Bannon, how he rolled that one past the post in the first couple of minutes of the game, it was easier to score than miss. Very frustrating. And, we had other chances. It was frustrating that we're playing better than them, and they end up scoring the goal to go into the lead. So then we're chasing our tails again. And we were worried that another one of those games where we're the better team, but we lose the match. That's happened a few times this season. I said we lost 8 games by just 1 goal, and we've not been the inferior team in those matches. And it looked like it was going to be the same again. And luckily, Hendrick stepped up off the bench and got that late equaliser to give us some hope. That was crucial. And of course, Blackburn on Saturday, well, superb. Absolutely put it together. And I'm glad that Windass finally scored. They got that great goal. And I wasn't so over glad because I actually predicted a 2-1 scoreline. Ended up being 3-1. 3 matches this weekend, Mark. I lost out on correct scores with goals in the 95th and 97th minutes in matches. I was really frustrated. Otherwise, I'd have 5 correct scores.
You're doing really well. The fans have been crying out for Cadamatri to start as well. Talk to me about obviously as an Everton fan, the name Cadamatri, always have high levels of respect this end. But talk to us about him as a player for you guys.
Well, he's making. He's obviously been blooded in there now because the goals haven't been going in, so we might as well give him a go. And obviously, we haven't got Smith. Smith's still been injured, and we're missing him. As I said, he scored those 2 goals against Rotherham, and we haven't seen him. So we're missing him. But luckily, he stepped up to the mark against Blackburn. That early goal was a cracker from him. He didn't really look like scoring again after that, and he was taken off eventually. But it's a starting point, and you can't do much more than just score at least. So he's got a good future, and hopefully, obviously, we're going to keep hold of him. We definitely don't want to let him go, that's for sure. So yeah.
Okay, let's talk about a player that I think is very underrated as a footballer, and that's Will Vokes. His performances for Sheffield Wednesday obviously have been mixed, but do you think now we're seeing the best of him? Is he playing well under your new manager?
I think, Danny Rohl is getting the best out of him. I think the midfield is beginning to sort of come together as they did against Leicester and against Blackburn. So I'm hoping that now we're going to continue. If we keep playing like this, then we've got nothing to worry about. Trust me, with this 21 points at stake in December, obviously 3 of them just gone. We've already won the 3 points. We've got 18.6 matches coming up. And all those matches, trust me, are all winnable. They're all winnable. Probably the hardest one of the 6 is probably going to be Norwich away. But Stoke away on Saturday is winnable. We're playing them at the right time. And we've got to cash in, strike while the iron is hot. So, Vokes is doing well. He links up nicely there. Obviously, you've got Barry Bannon still performing there. And then Johnson came on, and Johnson was scoring the goal for us as well on Saturday, which is important. A good goal that he scored for us. So, they're gelling well. Danny's got them playing. He's hyping them up and upwards and onwards.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pointed out that Blackburn were causing you issues down that left hand side, wasn't it? Is it that Rohl kind of spotted that, didn't he, and put Johnson on and then moved kind of Windass inside, so that made you more solid? Is that the sort of managerial decisions you've been missing in the first bit of this season?
First 14 matches. I was making them laugh on social media. I said, if what's his name, Sheffield United's manager does go, I hope they get Cisco in as their manager. That'd be ideal. And that way they'll end up not getting any more points the rest of the season. They'll finish with just 5 points. But no, it was absolute nonsense. I don't know how on earth we ever had him there. And when you think about it, everyone's been talking about it already. If we'd had Danny Rohl as our manager from the start of the season, we'd be at least mid-table now, if not even higher. even with the players we've got, better results with him, without a shadow of a doubt. Far more passion, far more confidence, and the will to win. And I'm hoping it's going to continue. It needs to continue because we know we've got no choice. We've got to treat every match as a cup final now to try and catch up because the gap is still there. It's all very well us winning, but if Huddersfield and the others still keep winning and that 10-point gap stays, then it's going to be hard. But,
yeah, because if that Swansea equaliser hadn't have come, then Huddersfield, and QPR and yourselves would have won that weekend. So the gap doesn't change, but you are narrowing it. And I suppose footballing weekends don't come much sweeter when you come out of Hillsborough and find that the enemy have been battered 5-0 at the world's worst Premier League team.
No, the standing joke, 5 past Fotheringham, and we had after 8 chocolates. They got pressed by Newcastle 8-0. So we're looking forward to it. We want to beat Cardiff in the third round of the FA Cup. I want Sheffield United to win at Gillingham, and then we want them in the fourth round. We want them. Bring them to Hillsborough. Okay. We'll have another 5 past Fotheringham.
Right, Andrew, cheers for joining us this week. Good luck against Stoke. Enjoy it. We'll catch you next week. All right, cheers, Andrew. Nice one.
All right.